About 8 years ago now, I failed miserably, and I'd only speak about it with my wife, Kate, and every time we spoke about it, I'd almost end up in tears, as it totally wiped me out mentally. Hi, I'm Phil Thompson. Thanks for joining me for Phil's Finance Fix. And today I'm going to be talking about how our fear of failure can stop us living a life that we're passionate about. I spent the next few years after I failed not being the best I could be, as I was fearing putting time, energy and effort into something, thinking that it may fail and I won't achieve what I wanted to again. Looking back now, it took me a 5-month trip around Asia with Kate to break out of my fear of failure and step into the next part of my life's journey. And reflecting back, I've learnt a few ways of making sure my fear of failure doesn't stop me again. The first thing is, don't worry about what other people are thinking. Once you can understand that everyone else around you is more concerned about themselves than they are about you, you'll be less afraid to fail. People say to me that I must have a lot of confidence putting a video out every single week so others can judge me. And don't get me wrong, I've got a massive ego, but these days I don't let the opinions of others determine my own outcomes. The second thing is to reduce the downside. When taking on any risk, think about how you can reduce the downside of that risk. We can never totally mitigate the risk of failure, but we can reduce the impact it has on us. There was a great story on a podcast recently on Planet Money about the small African nation Lesotho that concluded that farmers in Lesotho were more willing to invest in their farms, crops and businesses if they were given an insurance product, more so than if they were given the money, showing that if people are protected against the downside of failure, they are more willing to take on risk than if they're simply given money. And the third thing is, everyone fails. No one has become successful through lack of failure. In fact, it's only through failure that people become successful. Michael Jordan, who is one of the greatest basketball players of all time, said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. And on 26 separate occasions, I was entrusted with the ball to make the game-winning shot and I missed. I have failed over and over and over again, and that is why I've succeeded." There are so many people in this world who have one aim, and that is not to fail. They are paralyzed by the fear of failure, and unfortunately, they don't get out and live the life that they're passionate about. And the question remains, is there something in your life that you are unwilling to do because you're afraid to fail? Have you stopped yourself from asking your boss for a pay rise, or doing that dance class you always wish you did when you were a kid? Or have you stopped yourself from finally taking control of your money? Thanks for watching, and I hope you got challenged by this video and you got some real value. And if you did, please hit the like button, comment or share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Michael Jackson. Lucky I picked that up. It's about a small African nation called Lesotho in African nation called Lesotho in Africa. Yeah, I said that twice. I understand it's ironic hearing about the fear of failure from someone like myself. I'm in a ridiculously privileged position. I'm white, middle-class male, no physical or mental ailments. I've got 2 loving parents, an amazing, supportive wife, and I know if I was to fail miserably, I mean really crash and burn, I would still have a roof over my head, a bed to sleep in, and I know that is not the case for so many people around the world. Our society is built up that for someone in my position to become successful is almost as easy as taking one step in front of the other. Thanks for watching and sticking around for my rant. Let's make the world a better place. Peace out, crew.